Hey nerds, we're able to keep Venture Forth ad-free thanks to our amazing patrons. To help keep this podcast free of ads, check out our Patreon. Link in the description.
Magic and fire to thee. This is Sika.
Flynn! Kellic!
Thessaly.
And I'm your DM, Ethan. Welcome to Venture Forth. Previously, you all had engaged in intense combat, both verbally and physically, with Chath, Nessa, and Ilinar. You had discussed Chath's plan to reshape the Iron Light, but unfortunately, in his path are some of the Sentinels that he feels that he needs to kill. You presented your ideas to him that he should, in fact, not kill Sentinels, but he did not seem very receptive to that idea. And once you had determined that you were, in fact, going to stand in his way from killing once more, you all had engaged in combat. Chath seemed to transform Ilinar into this massive metal crab-like creature with needles as claws. And Nessa transformed herself into a Remoraz, a terrifying blue beast with a neck like a cobra and a body like a centipede. After a bit of combat, Nessa, as a Remoraz, swallowed Flynn, and you all were able to capture Chath, although not determined if he's alive or not alive. You all placed a coin on top of his head as he was transported back to Hayfried's Void. We are going to continue on now in the middle of combat. Seeker, you see Chath has just disappeared in front of you. You see off to your right, Shreya has just grabbed the throat of Nessa, stopping her from completely swallowing Flynn. Ilinar, off to your left, still shimmering with invisibility. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna look over at this whatever it is, Remoraz, and I'm gonna just kind of look at where Chath was and say, "Oh, okay," and run over towards this creature with a dagger ready to stab it, just kind of like, and make an attack.
All right.
Next to my buddy. Hey. Shreya. Does a 15 hit? How did I roll double 8s? Like, what is that?
A 15 against Nessa.
Against Nessa.
That does not hit.
Against the Remoraz form.
All right.
But actually, Nessa is prone.
Oh,
that's right,
Hey.
So
With advantage.
You got a melee attack that's going to be out of range.
Wait, but didn't I already have advantage because I was next to...
Yeah.
That'd be next to Shreya?
You don't
get advantage.
Yeah, only.
That's just me.
Oh, so if you already rolled at advantage, then we're good. You missed that.
So for my bonus action, I'm going to use my dagger again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Advantage.
That advantage.
Don't like that one. I like that one less. What is
not
happening?
ever use those dice again?
What is happening? A 14 and
They
a
just
10.
don't feel like your daggers anymore because somebody tried to lift them up.
They don't like
Yeah.
daggers.
As you are attempting to lunge forward and attack this creature, it's writhing around with Shreya on its throat. You're just not able to get in a clean hit. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes, that will be the end of my turn.
All right. Flynn, you are currently in the throat of this Remoraz.
Yeah,
what are you doing?
So first off, so the Warden Wind is still going, so the wind is just, I don't know if it extends out.
Pumping the throat,
mouth,
perhaps?
Or what
No,
would happen?
it does
What's
not.
going on?
Just have like a bullfrog thing going on.
Is this
Yeah,
gonna do some
the
damage?
throat is sort of expanding out around you a little bit, and that is going to do
Maybe it'll spit me out. I don't know.
6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Is that enough
against
to make
the
her
inside of
vomit?
his throat. No, it is not.
Do I feel like that maybe started the if I did more damage, would it potentially be something that would make me get jettisoned out or throw up? If I did a lot of damage inside, it maybe would spit me out.
While swallowed, you are blinded
Okay.
and restrained.
Great. Love that.
You feel as though if you continue damaging this thing, if you put enough damage into it, you can sort of feel that gag reflex coming.
Okay.
But you haven't quite hit that damage yet.
Okay. So as restrained, can I swing my sword?
Disadvantage on attack
Is it
rolls,
disadvantage?
I think.
that sounds right.
Okay. Yeah. So why don't you make an attack roll at disadvantage?
Let me see really quick. You do this as an action. Yeah, I'll try and cut up some of it and see if it throws me up.
Okay.
All right, attack. Lot 19 plus.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay.
At disadvantage, though.
Oh, is it disadvantage?
At disadvantage,
because you're
right.
restrained.
Yeah.
16.
16 does not hit.
Oh.
No.
Well, I'll just swing again then.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Well-
Natural 20 and a 6.
Wait, doesn't hit the inside, even though she's not armored on the inside?
I think it's because I'm restrained.
That is correct. So with this, Flynn, you are just not able to get your sword.
Sure.
It's like you're covered in like weird goos. You're not able to get your sword in a position to actually attack. It's sort of like slipping and sliding off all of the sides.
Can I use my movement to try and get out?
No, you cannot.
Oh,
You are
restrained, that's right.
restrained.
It's my turn.
Okay.
Dude, what does this look like to anybody outside watching?
The throat is just sort of expanding and contracting a little bit.
Okay. All
You
right.
can't really tell too much.
Okay.
Oh, did I take?
Yeah, that's why I missed. I was trying to miss that. I was
So
trying to
gross.
Yep.
Plan. Yeah. That's
Next up, Ilinar. Completely
Oh, boy.
invisible.
Great. Fun.
It is going to
This guy.
Olma, Thessaly, and Kellic. I'm going to need all of you to make a dexterity saving throw at disadvantage for me.
You said wait, that's a saving throw?
About to go
That
well.
is a saving
Who's
throw.
in 10
That's a-
feet of me?
Me, I am.
Just
you get
Olma.
a +5 to that even if it's at disadvantage
Oh,
because of my
Nice.
aura
Okay.
protection.
I crit failed, so
Oh, brutal.
so maybe
Yeah.
not.
okay.
Never mind.
I got a natural 20 and a
My aura didn't
10
help you.
plus. What did I get?
Kellic is still kind of within 10 feet of Thessaly, isn't he? Or is that? Would you consider that
On the
15?
diagonal.
On the diag.
I'll say yeah.
Hey!
I'll say yeah.
And then I'm incapacitated.
It was
when I
Dex?
use this.
Dexterity at disadvantage, yes.
At disadvantage, I got a 23.
Oh, okay.
Hot dog. 17.
A 17. Okay. Kellic and Thessaly, you can just barely hear leaves crumpling behind you. And as you turn around, just for a split second, a fraction of a second, some of the scales on this creature decloak. And you can see several needles shoot forward towards you, and you're just able to dodge out of the way. Olma, 2 of them hit you.
Oh, no.
Can I use a reaction on this?
Sure, what reaction are you
I
using?
want to intercept.
Okay, what is that doing?
So if a creature is within 5 feet of me, I can use my reaction to reduce the damage the target takes by 1d10 plus 4 by intercepting it with my own weapon.
Okay, so I will give you the total damage on that.
Okay.
Olma, you take on the first needle 8 points of piercing damage,
Okay.
and on the second one, you take 3 points of piercing damage.
11 total.
11 total.
So that is reduced. I rolled a 4 plus 4, 8. Reduced by 8. So I swing them all around, like I flip it in my hand, and it like part of it like clangs off.
So that's 3 points of
3
damage
points
total.
of piercing, yeah. As the invisibility covers it once more, and you can no longer see the creature. Next up, Kellic.
My eyes are still lingering on the spot where Chath went down and was evaporated away into our little prison in the sky. And I'm going to look to... how's Thessaly looking? Because I know they took some pretty serious hits.
Can
I tell?
Yeah, I'm bleeding, but I don't look like I'm ready to fall over.
And I look to where Flynn is being eaten by this creature. priorities are tough, man. Is the creature's not visible behind me, correct?
It is invisible, yes.
Okay. I'm going to draw my hand across the air in front of me. and as I do, tear a rift open in front of the Remoraz, and Interficiam in Cormeum, summon my spiritual weapon at 3rd level.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use my channel divinity, Triduce, and use Path to the Grave on this Remoraz as well. As for further rifts, I'm almost like conducting a symphony in front of me as I'm tearing these rifts open in the space, and from them all these blue specks materialize into burning embers in front of this creature, and are like forming around it, peeling away at the layers of its skin. And I am going to make an attack with that spiritual weapon.
Okay.
I'm going to make that 4th level.
All right.
And he is going to swing. Hell yeah, dude. So that is a 26 to hit.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
And it is vulnerable to this damage because of the Path to the Grave.
Okay.
And that's 2d8 plus 5. 13 plus 18 points of damage, which it's vulnerable to, so doubled to, what is that, 26?
36.
36, thank you.
Wow. Okay.
Man.
From this rift I've torn open, the slender silver dagger of Zachariel slips out and cuts into the flesh of this creature.
All right.
And then right back into it as this void just hovers over it, and all these ashes start to dissipate as the Path to the Grave is, as it diminishes, as it disappears.
All right.
That is my turn.
Oma.
Can I was hit by the spikes. Can I identify their origin point?
Yes, they came from directly behind you.
Great. So I'm going to look at that point that they originated from. As a bonus action, I'm going to swipe my hands across my belt.
Okay.
Get it all goopy. And I am going to raise my fist up and bring it down. And I'm going to use this Storm Giant's ring/belt on me to
Oh, snap.
use Lightning Strike. I want to make the point of origin such that behind me, behind Kellic, and behind Thessaly is the end of that 20 feet.
Gotcha.
So the point of origin would be
It is, so it's a 20-foot radius?
It's a 20-foot radius.
5, 10, 15, 20.
And then it's going to be,
And it's going to be like
right there.
there.
And maybe he's within that.
Hopefully.
Okay.
Nice.
Hopefully.
Okay, a massive bolt of lightning, not dissimilar from what you guys had seen the Storm Giant conjure,
Oh, boy.
emanates from the sky as you begin to hear off in the distance the crack of thunder as storm clouds coalesce above you and a massive bolt of lightning drops from the sky. I'm going to have you roll your damage.
I don't have to roll a damage. If there's a creature within the circle, they roll a dex.
Yep, that's right.
Ooh. Like these rules.
It's off my saving throw, right?
That is off your saving throw. That's a 10.
Oh!
My dex saving is 15.
Hey.
Got him.
So is somebody in there?
We'll see.
Yes, as you can just
Does it
barely
bring him
see.
out of invisibility?
It does not come out of its invisibility.
It's like a passive condition. It's crazy.
I don't know if damage doesn't.
Concentrating? No.
Yeah, no, it hasn't.
I mean,
It is a ability, a natural ability of the creature. You can just see, sort of hiding behind one of the walls in the ruins, sparks. After the lightning bolt dissipates, you can see sparks continuing to jump from plate to plate to plate. Even though the creature is still mostly invisible, you do catch every once in a while one of these miniature bolts hitting a spot where it becomes uninvisible, and then it becomes invisible once more.
So we can now kind of identify, like, it's flashing a little bit where it is. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so this is 8d6, and it's not a spell, so I actually don't have to use wild magic, I don't think, right?
That is
or
correct.
would you say I do, because it's an item?
That's actually a good question.
Because it's kind of, I'm
Is it
channeling
based off
it.
of
Into your
spells, or is it
magic.
based off of?
Conduit.
I'm going to say yes, because that is the more fun answer.
Ah, yes.
For now.
Okay, let's see.
That is a lot of.
Okay, so math.
So many dice.
Some of them were low, but so 6, 15, 19, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25 points of lightning damage.
Okay. And as the lightning continues to jump from metal plate to metal plate, you can see it writhing on the ground there for just a moment longer than it should. And you can tell that the damage was most likely doubled because
Because he's metal.
the exterior of this creature is made of metal. Yeah.
So potentially
Yay.
20, so like 50 points of 48, 50, I don't know what total is.
Do that again.
No, I can't. I
Got
can't
one,
do
got
it.
the one.
And
Charge.
as the lightning around it dissipates, it goes fully invisible again, but you can identify where it is. I'm going to have you roll a wild magic check.
Oh,
That was
here
a crit fail.
Already?
Okay.
What?
Okay, we're doing this again.
we go. Gosh.
That is
I'm
nuts.
gonna stop using those dice.
Yeah.
Twice in one
Goes to
combat.
jail.
Those are the wild.
Ugh.
I also still haven't used my calming mechanisms that I was learned. So I'm just
Correct.
Conveniently forgetting.
I rolled a really, really good one for you.
Oh,
good for you and
boy.
good for us.
Wait a minute.
Hey, this is
The
fun.
smile makes me
A
think
very
bad for us.
thematically appropriate one.
Oh
Oh,
god.
is she gonna turn into a metal crab?
No. As
Can I see
this,
invisibility?
as this lightning just finishes dissipating, from within you, you start to hear in the back of your head that crack of thunder that you had heard off in the distance.
No.
And it starts to get louder and louder and louder until everyone around you, once again, hears another boom of thunder, just as though it had been the lightning again, but you do not see any lightning accompanying it. As a loud boom emanates from you, everyone within 15 feet, which is Thessaly and Kellic.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to have you make a Constitution saving throw.
Remember that +5.
Sorry, guys.
+5 is psycho. It's so good.
Nice.
23.
Okay.
19.
19. Okay. You both saved from
Oh,
being
thank God.
deafened, but you do both take 10 points of thunder damage.
Ooh.
What happens? This is just like
It's like a second wave of thunder
Wow.
emanating out of
from
Alma,
Alma.
instead of the lightning bolt itself.
But I heard it in my ears.
You heard like a little rumbling first, and then it emanated out from you.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
All right. Is that the end of your turn?
I'm just like holding my head.
I'm gonna creep further back away from people
Okay.
so that I just have some distance.
15
yeah.
feet?
Yep, that
Okay.
works. Sorry. And as I say I'm sorry, I'm just like creeping backwards.
All right. Next up, Nessa is going to use half of her movement to stand up and is going to... Shreya, as the wolf, is that a grapple that she is currently in? Or did you just knock her prone?
I'm going to say that.
Well, what is the attack roll give you?
Oh.
Is it technically a grapple, or does it just knock her prone?
I think it just knocks her. Well, I mean, in the way that I've sunk my teeth in, though, and that I wanted to end my turn, I would be like, still have my teeth embedded in her
Gotcha,
on
but
the ground.
that would have been an attack. You would have had to do a grapple attack in order to continue grappling her.
Sure,
So it was
yeah.
just attack.
Yeah.
So Nessa is going to use half of her movement to stand up. She is going to sort of, as she's getting up, sort of whip around, breaking your grasp on her, Shreya. And she is going to first finish swallowing Flynn.
No.
Oh.
No.
Bye.
Flynn.
Yeah.
You take 26 points of acid damage
Hold on.
as you hit the stomach, and stomach acid begins to climb all over your body. All of your skin begins to singe and sting from this acid.
Damage, right?
Yes.
I'd like to use my reaction if I can.
Sure.
Wait, let me think.
Absorb them elements
I don't think I have a reaction.
because you're restrained.
Because you're restrained.
Has it been my turn? No, it
Let me
has
see.
been my turn because I attacked twice, so I do have a reaction. We're good.
Because you use shield. That's
Because
what
I
you-
shielded when she swallowed me, but I
You've
had
had
an
a turn
attack
since-
twice.
Also, restrained doesn't take away your reactions.
Okay, cool. So yeah, I will similarly, but more of a struggle. I will forcibly raise my hand up, but in a fist this time, as the blue sigil glows, and I will cast Absorb Elements as this acid touches my body. This blue energy kind of covers my form a little bit to reduce the effects, and then as it does, you see some of that magic, almost wisps of energy, get transmuted into my black tattoo on my sword hand, and it starts to glow a faint green color.
All right.
So I take half damage.
Yeah. All right.
So what was it again? It was 26.
26.
Okay, so
13.
13. Sorry.
No,
It's
you're
okay.
good.
13 damage. Okay, so that curbed that a little bit.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Not to you. No.
I don't get shooted.
Shreya, as this creature stands up, you're still trying to regain your bite into this creature, and as you had attacked it, you can feel deep from within its skin. You can feel this incredible heat begin to take over, and your mouth is overwhelmed with heat as you take 16 fire damage.
As that happens, I release my jaws, rear back in the pain of feeling this fire emanate through and then from my mouth, and then slowly working its way back through my torso and down through my legs, you see this like explosion of fur and feathers and wingspan pop back out from under my form, as on my back, the person or the humanoid you'd commonly know as Shreya emerges once again.
All right, Shreya's back.
Hey!
All right. Next up, as you actually pop back into Shreya form, Nessa as a Remoraz is going to try and make a bite attack against you.
No.
Oh man.
That's going to be a 15 to hit.
I believe that just hits.
Oh, okay. 15 to hit. This is a big one. That is going to be 45 piercing damage.
Ooh.
Plus 13 fire damage. Oh. And that is the end of Nessa's turn.
Just might as well.
Don't give him that idea.
Actually,
She just finished swallowing Flynn.
just finished swallowing Flint, but as it landed a bite attack on you, you are grappled by its jaws. So your speed is 0.
Can he not? He doesn't get to save against the grapple. It just happens.
If
Happens, I guess.
you
the
hit,
attack
yeah.
hits, then it is grappled.
Is he standing?
I'm standing, yeah. I'm still up
Barely.
In Jaws.
in Jaws.
Within the Jaws.
Yeah, I'm standing within Jaws.
All right. Next up, Shreya. What are you doing?
Oh boy.
The complete and utter fissuring of flesh has just completely like cracked my will in half or more, as it's like you've never heard the kind of scream emanating from me after that kind of damage. And I am going to, first of all, attempt to get out of these jaws before I do anything. What's
That is going to be a strength saving throw.
okay? But quick question on the mechanics of this. If first of all, oh no, I don't have my staff, so I can't cast. Never mind.
Oh, crap. It's in the belly.
You had it?
Flynn's got it.
Flynn's got it in the belly. Oh,
Maybe you can like
jeez.
touch it through the stuff.
I mean, if I don't know, I don't know it's there. Okay, yeah. So that's strength. You said
Yeah, it's probably good to get out of that just in case.
strength saving throw.
That is correct.
That's an 11.
That does not make it. So you are still grappled.
Still grappled.
All right.
That's my turn.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. Thessaly.
Got nothing.
Okay.
Man,
Is there a way for me to make it over there on foot and get into like flanking on the other side of Shreya, that space on the right side of Nessa that still doesn't have anyone?
Yeah, you definitely will.
Okay. So I'm going to use my full movement to get over there. I'm going to go ahead and use my bonus action to cast Aim of Retribution.
Okay. What does that do?
My eyes flash like this silver, and then like that echoes out towards the creature that is now Nessa, and like cascades over her for like a burning, flaring second. And I choose a creature that I can see within range and mark it as my quarry until the spell ends. I can deal an extra d6 of damage to the target when I hit it with a weapon attack.
Very cool.
Okay, so I am going to, I was running like maul ready in hand, and I'm taking 2 big swings.
All right. Make those attack rolls.
I'm going to try to make it throw up. I'm going to hit it in the tummy.
Yeah.
Okay.
You.
I'm there.
Is it still prone? Or it got up?
it's a maul
Not
though.
no mo.
So
I'm aiming for Flynn's head. If I can
That little outline, the little pokey outline.
I killed Chatham.
I killed it. I killed his mentor. Now I'm coming for him.
now we're gonna kill all the guys.
That's what I want.
All right. What's
Kaylin, we're coming for you next.
The first one misses. It's a 9.
that does not hit.
Damn it, guys. It's a 15.
That 15 does not hit.
Yeah.
Damn.
Do you have advantage? Or you're doing it at advantage?
No, I don't have advantage. I didn't do that at advantage. So I just whiff, and I'm just so angry. I'm so panicked.
All right. Next up, Seeker.
Frustrated, I drop one of my daggers and reach back into my backpack and produce a short sword, and I attack. That is a 11, which won't do it. And then I'm going to attack with my dagger as a bonus action. A 12.
12 does not hit.
Goodness. Swing, swing, miss, miss.
Dude.
All right.
They
Next
just don't
up,
like me.
Flynn.
So I'm down at the belly of this thing, and I'm feeling my friends trying to get me out. And
Is your warding wind still up?
Yeah, I rolled a few concentration checks, and it's still up.
Okay.
I
Then
don't know if it's doing anything.
it's still making that bludgeoning damage. 6 points of bludgeoning.
But it doesn't seem like it's enough, right?
Doesn't seem like it's quite enough.
All right, I'll try attacking it again, but I will do I will grab my sword, and I will rub my fingers together and quickly tap up the sword, and I will booming blade with my action and try and put some thunder damage into this thing and see
Okay.
if it shocks me out. Okay. That's a 2.
Nope.
I don't have like advantage because it's inside.
Wow.
No.
I'm actually disadvantaged.
It's
Yeah.
it would be a disadvantage.
All right, well, that's my action. As a bonus action, I can attack once more, so I will do that at disadvantage. 18.
18 hits.
All right.
Oh.
Wow. Okay.
Let's do it.
Do something.
Oh no.
I fucking hate this game.
What happened?
Just kidding. I love this game. 9 points of piercing.
9 points of piercing. Okay.
Does it seem to puke me out?
No, it does not.
Then I will
Its stomach is starting to gurgle a little bit.
I will action surge, and I'm going to rub my fingers together, and I'm going to tap my knee and my foot, and I will just push it down as hard as I can, and try and thunder wave myself and push like basically because I can push a person with it. I'm wondering if I can just
Cool.
push myself out by pushing it away. So I'm gonna try that.
Sure.
I was gonna, for the record, I was gonna ask this too if I'd had my staff.
It's
It was coming either way.
I'm inside its belly. I don't know if that changes the DC or whatever, but it is a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution saving throw. Okay, so I'm going to say this is a Constitution saving throw to see if it can keep its throat constrained enough
Sure.
to keep you in place.
Come on, man.
That's nuts. That's nuts.
I'm sorry, that is a natural 20.
Dang.
Such a
It
good
still might take
idea.
damage,
It was a
right?
really good idea.
Right?
It still
Maybe.
takes
Yeah, it
damage.
still takes
Still takes damage, so maybe this will make it puke. And with a 2. 8 points of thunder damage? Thunder
Okay.
damage. Oh, man, that's a bummer. And as my movement, I wiggle.
All right.
And
wiggle.
sizzle.
No.
And groan.
Did I hit with my sword? No, I didn't. Did I hit with my sword?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Because you did like 9 points of
was your
damage or
first?
something, right? You said I hate this game?
There's more.
Oh, yeah, okay.
There's more damage on that because of the absorb elements.
Oh, okay.
So let me.
Oh,
sorry,
yeah,
I
you put it
forgot.
back.
I know
Yeah,
that's
throw
gonna
that on
change
there.
anything, but let me just see how much I need to roll.
Good call.
Sorry about
Yeah,
that.
Yeah.
D-
The sword did connect.
Oh, it is the triggering type, so it might be immune, but that's 4 points of acid damage. Is it immune down here, or does it still take it?
More acid in the stomach acid.
Because I cut in.
But it's with where its sword hit. It's not in the stomach acid.
Yeah.
Well, if it's not in the stomach, the acid might do
points of
damage.
acid damage,
like
potentially.
if it rips into.
I would say when you connected with your sword, you just sliced through the stomach lining a little bit,
Okay.
past that protective layer, and you are able to do the damage. Because this creature is not
Get him.
immune to
Let me
acid.
go.
Okay,
Stop.
I am going to have. Can I do that? I'm going to have Seeker, Shreya,
Oh, no.
and Kellic. I'll make dexterity saving throws for me.
But I don't want
Any of those people within 10 feet of me.
Did you move? You moved
No.
away from me.
You're
They're
pretty
not.
far.
I did move away from you, but
You
I didn't know.
abandoned me.
Where are you,
I'm gonna hold
though?
it against you. Dexterity, right?
I'm on the other side of the monster, so there's probably
Oh.
space. Yeah.
All right, Kellic.
Bollocks.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Seeker.
13 plus 19.
19?
Or 16.
A 16? Okay.
Here we go. 15.
All right.
15.
Shreya.
Oof.
2 of these needles, just for a brief moment. Actually, I not 2. Let me see. 4 needles, for a brief moment, come out of invisibility, shoot towards you, and drive themselves deep into your bird flesh. That is great.
What was that trap?
Was that Aarakocra?
The internal.
Alright, yeah.
That is going to be 21 points of piercing damage as these 4 needles bury themselves deep into your back.
Yeah, I'm down.
And as you fall, the creature does not pull all of its needles back quite in time, as one of them is still buried into your shoulder. As you fall, it also snaps off, and you fall with it in your shoulder. You now have one of these metal needles driving through your leg and through your shoulder.
How big are these exactly? Are we talking like the length of his arm, or like what's the?
About 3.5 feet,
Okay.
and razor thin.
Okay.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Like a giant sewing needle.
Yeah, but they're not they're
Exactly.
strong. I don't like this.
It's unacceptable.
As
I don't like it.
Ilinar once again goes invisible.
I have a question.
Yes.
What I have seen them turn into, is this like typical Ironlight MO, like, or is this something else? Like, do I see them turn into monsters like this, or have I seen Nessa do this in a class, like turn into a thing or?
Very common for Nessa to teach of potions that can transform you into something that can defeat your enemy.
Okay.
Or even transform yourself into your enemy. That is a very common thing. You also know from your Sentinel ritual that the tattoo that Chath chose was transmutation.
I know that
so
I chose,
him
yeah.
reaching out and changing Ilinar into this creature, not out of the realm of possibility.
Just wanted to make sure that it's not like some spooky new magic. Okay.
Doesn't feel like
Awesome.
it. All right, Shrai, you have these 2 needles sticking out of you as you go down. Next up, Kellic.
I watch in horror as Shreya falls, and I look across this Remoraz that's still got Flynn gurgling around in there. I stretch to the limits of my sympathy for monsters, and I roll the sleeve up on my other arm, and I will march over to where Shreya has fallen, and I will Manere cast Cure Wounds at 4th level.
Nice.
Oh.
There we go.
15 plus, it's 24 points of healing on Shreya.
Okay.
Heck yeah.
As the ashes form around these needles, can I, as part of that, or maybe like consume my bonus action to try and remove the needles with my in healing, or is that
It would be your bonus action to attempt to remove one of them.
Okay, I'm gonna do that then.
Okay. All right. As part of the healing, which one are you taking out? His leg or his shoulder?
Leg, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. As you pull it out and you cast your healing, the wound closes around where you pulled it out. Is that the end of your turn?
That'd be all I got. I'm just gonna give a comforting gaze to Shreya as I get him on his feet.
Just complete gratitude in the eyes as well as terror at what's happened.
Right back at you, Shreya.
All right. Next up, Oma.
Me.
What are you doing?
So I am gonna pull my hands together. I'm freaking out because there's so many people around me, but I'm going to pull my hands together, and I don't know where Ilinar is. I'm terrified of invisible creatures, but I'm going to understand and throw a chaos bolt at Nessa.
Okay.
Or attempt to.
All right. Is that a roll for me or you?
It's a roll for me because I've been rolling so well.
Got this.
You do.
18.
18 hits.
18.
Oh.
Yeah. Cool.
Crazy.
Cool.
Give me-
This is gonna be 3rd level. So 2, 1.
Get that wild magic table ready, because
Yeah, right?
chances are.
Uh, 20 points of damage right at Nessa. Is that enough to regurgitate?
20 points?
20 points of. Hold, please.
damage that
uh-huh.
are resistant or not resistant.
Of. Psychic damage?
Psychic damage hits.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's either psychic or cold. So we're gonna go with psychic.
Oh, you have to choose between 2 or something.
It has to be what I roll.
I see.
I roll 2d8s, and it's whichever.
Sure.
I don't get to pick. Yeah, if I got to pick, I would.
Flynn, you begin to feel the stomach around you just begin to loosen up, and you can feel yourself beginning to just be almost shot back up out the throat. You can feel that gag reflex starting to happen, but you're just not quite out just yet. You're so close though. Is that the end of your turn?
I'm gonna roll a wild magic.
Okay.
13.
Okay.
Thanks.
Is that my turn? As a bonus action, I'm going to, after I throw this bolt, and feel my wild magic start to bubble, I'm gonna, bring my arms in and hold them tight. Take a deep breath, center myself. And I feel kind of this opening inside of me as I swallow the chaos. And like it blossoms inside my center. And I get another 4th level spell slot by expending 6 sorcery points.
Hey.
Yeah, there it is.
She has become chaos.
chaos.
I own the chaos.
All right. Next up is Nessa.
Yes.
She has Shreya in her grasp. She's going to attempt to.
Wait, I thought I fell on my.
Unconscious.
He fell
Doesn't
down,
that free him
Yeah.
from grapple?
Does it?
I don't know. I guess
I thought I was on my back on the ground.
Sure what the-
That's what it was described anyway.
until it's
I will say she is an intelligent creature. Once you fell unconscious, she would have let go. So you are no longer grappled. That is a good point. I will say that.
But she's not eating because she's hungry.
That is, yeah.
She's gonna try to kill the rest of
No,
us.
no, no, no.
Okay. Then in that case, Nessa is going to turn to. Thessalii is a pretty. They've been swinging that maul around, so
Really hasn't been seeker.
to make a bite attack against Thessalii.
Oh boy.
Has Seeker done any damage this entire?
What's Seeker been up to? Yeah, wait.
That's a natural 20 on the bite.
We know that.
Yeah, so that is.
Oh no, crits. Oh no.
How many hit points do you have in total? What's your total hit points?
My total hit
The
points are
best
94.
question.
94.
Okay.
94 points. Okay.
Oh, hang on. I use my reaction.
Hey, yes, you do.
Oh,
Interveniente! And how does it make this attack on her?
It's a bite
It's a
attack,
bite
so it
attack?
lunges forward with its jaws.
So from the front of its teeth, just like a gust of ashes just materializes, just pulling it back with a burst of kinetic force that just lessens the blow enough that it is not crit.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Use my channel.
Wait, was that from your hit a couple turns earlier?
It's cancel crit.
Oh, it's
He's got-
cancel.
it's
You've
mine.
got a cancel crit.
He's got a
It's
channel.
within 30
He's
feet,
a
but I've never
Oh.
been close enough to
It's a channel divinity.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
that's great. That's
my,
great.
my last one. So
He's like,
everybody
thank
be careful.
God.
Thank you.
Thank God.
I can't believe I almost didn't remember that.
Whew, we needed that. Thessalii.
Who's gonna take me out?
Okay, that is going to be 48 points of piercing.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Right.
Could've. That
Just
definitely
48
could've
points.
Save.
Yeah, baby.
Just for the heck of it, I'm going
Good thing
to.
you moved over there.
If it was a crit, it would have been 115 points of damage. You are also grappled. As its jaws clamp around you.
So fun.
All right,
In the fire.
and no fire. No one has made contact with it this round. Next up, Shreya. What are you doing?
Okay, so getting back up, like spanning my shoulder out from the pain, I'm going to lunge forward at Nessa. Flynn, if you're in there. And I'm going to dig my talons into Nessa.
All right, make an attack roll.
Right. Do I get, please tell me I get something to help me actually land this. Okay, great. Nope. That's an 8 to hit.
An 8 does not hit.
Oh man.
We're doing
Imagine
good.
being an unarmed druid.
Yeah, and I don't
They
I don't
can't
think I
watch
can.
it.
Shapes
All right, is that it?
Yeah, that's gonna be my turn.
All right, Thessalii, what are you doing?
Okay, so I went ahead and rolled a concentration check on that aim of retribution, and I got 19.
Okay,
So fun.
nice.
So now that I'm definitely within 10 feet of it, I'm going to use my bonus action to use Vow of Enmity, which gives me advantage. So I think for the grapple that... What does that count?
That counters that. Yeah, so just be a straight roll.
Okay, so when I cast Vow of Enmity, for a brief second, this flash of like sparkling diamond-esque, this visage of like a draconic face flashes over the creature that is Nessa, the Nemeraz,
Remoraz.
I don't know words.
Close enough.
Okay, and I am just within its jaws, like biting back a scream of pain. I'm gonna take 2 swings right into its skull.
Okay, make those attack rolls.
Let's go.
Straight attack rolls.
Just straight up attack rolls.
Does a 21 hit?
21
The first
hits.
Yes.
Yes.
one? D12 and 2d6, and I'm putting another divine smite in this at 2nd level.
Okay.
And I get Hunter's Mark, or Aim of Retribution.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's go, dude.
Damage.
The D12 is a 7.
Let's go, dude.
The Aim of Retribution gets added to the D6. So that is 12 for the D6.
Okay.
And then I get 2d8 on my Divine Smite. That's 13.
Nice.
Okay.
That's the first swing.
That's the first swing.
Nice. So far, yeah.
As you swing and hit it, you see its eyes bulge out. As Flynn, you are shot up and out. Yes! You are shot 10 feet away and you are prone.
Out of
But
its,
you are
out
out.
of its mouth?
Out of its mouth.
So does it let go of me too? Like, does he hit me because I'm in its jaw?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Well, like full on, like,
like a
just sort of
whack.
makes contact, but you're still able to turn around and swing. Yes.
Okay, so
Quit this. Feel free to say no to this, but as a reaction, as I see Flynn, since I'm pretty close to it, do I see my staff on his back and can I try to grab it as he's coming out? As a reaction, like
Yeah. The staff sort of flies out.
'Cause I see
you
a-
grab it. Yeah. Sure.
it's like, okay,
Yeah.
what do I need to do?
Nothing. You've got your staff back.
Thank God.
Give it, then the DM take it away.
Yeah.
It flops to your feet.
Grasp it in both hands.
Absolutely. What's that
Clutching
second
it.
attack?
okay, so I believe I get advantage now that I'm out of its jaws, right? I'm not grappled.
Yeah, that would be correct.
Burning anger, my eyes flash again, and I'm taking a big old swing. That's not very good. 14 doesn't hit, does
A
it?
14 does not
I
hit.
like slip on the goop. I can't, like the vomit. I'm like, oh.
All right. Seeker.
I step back about 14 feet. I step back like 15 feet. Hopefully don't run into anything that's invisible. And I reach into my pack and grab out 3 glass orbs and start to rotate them in my palm. And as I'm rotating them, they, in the very center of them, there's like a purple flame that is growing into like a plasma. And the glass orb is almost completely purple. And I take them and I pull them back to throw them. And I hurl them into the air and yell, "No!" And as they hit the air, you can see these orbs flying, and then they stretch out into this arc of plasma and flame that all 3 go and hit this creature. Hopefully, that'll be what we're looking for.
Yeah. Go for it. Make those rolls.
I think 1 hits 20, 30, 20, 30, 25, and a 12.
Okay. 2 of those hit.
Oh wait, no, that's a 9, not a 6. So that's actually a 15.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, okay. That still doesn't hit. Though.
15 doesn't hit. All right.
Bummer.
All right, so 2 do. So we're going to roll 2d6 plus. Yes, it is fire damage. First one's 7,
All right.
and the second is 6.
6. All right. As both of these bolts of energy hit it directly in the temple, the energy dissipates over its head. As you can see, its eyes start to fade and wander off into the distance. Its body becomes loose, and boom, its head hits the ground, unconscious.
Oh.
As all of the legs start to recede back into the body, the blue starts to fade from the creature. The teeth begin to form back into Nessa's head, as now you have an unconscious Nessa laying on the ground.
What happens to Thessaly? Because
Oh.
doesn't she grapple
No,
by it?
no.
No, not anymore.
You're
Yeah, she fell out.
Projectiled out.
Oh, okay, great.
Flynn was thrown up.
So
So Nessa is now unconscious on the ground.
What spell was that?
Scorching Ray.
Oh.
if I can, I'm going to just reach out around me and see if I feel the metal carapace of this invisible creature anywhere near me.
You do not.
Okay. That will be my turn.
And with that, we are out of initiative.
Can we not be out of initiative?
Sure.
I would like to not be. I have a thing I want to do.
Okay. Okay, then next up is Flynn. What are you doing?
She's unconscious. I'll run up after. I'll stand up, use half my movement, and then I'll move towards Nessa.
Okay.
Now laying on the ground. Does it seem like she's not long for this world? Does she seem...
She seems unconscious.
Okay, so she's not gonna die?
No,
Okay.
not at the moment.
I will look around. I'm not seeing Ilinar, and I will just pull out my coin and I will put it to Nessa's forehead.
Okay.
And send her off to Hayfried's if it works.
Sure, and boom. Nessa disappears.
Where's Chath? I'll say to the group.
Next up, Kellic.
Okay, would I know, seeing what happened to Ilinar when he transformed, whether or not the objects on his person exist in this plane anymore? Like, how does that work with locate object? Because that's what I want to do.
I would say that they were in a similar fashion to how Shriya's clothes and things
They become part of
transform into you. They are no longer their original thing.
Yeah. So I would probably understand that would
You would
work.
understand that, yes.
Okay.
You would understand enough to know that.
Well,
They're transformed enough to no longer be their original thing.
okay. Yeah. Fuck it. Maybe this will work, and if not, for the shot. I am going to allow my palm once more to fill up with ashes, and I'm going to draw them down my forehead onto my nose, like I was shown long ago in a temple in Kaldor, and then with the remainder that is formed, I'll balletically splash them into my face, and my eyes become covered in this like embering film, and I will cast Scrying on Ilinar.
Okay.
And he saves against this if he doesn't want to be seen, which I'm assuming he doesn't.
That would be correct.
But you can I don't know how invisibility affects this, but I can see and hear a particular creature I choose that is on the same plane of existence. Target must make a wisdom saving throw, which is modified by how well you know the target and the sort of physical connection you have to it.
You rolled a natural 1.
Yay.
Okay, on a failed save, the spell creates an invisible sensor within 10 feet of the target. You can see and hear through the sensor as if you were there. The sensor moves with the target, remaining within 10 feet of it. A creature that can see invisible objects sees the sensor as a luminous orb, etc. Yeah. So I assume even if he's invisible, I would see
The location.
where he is.
The location, yes. Does that move with him?
It does. It says
Okay.
the sensor moves with the target, remaining within 10 feet of it for the duration.
Okay.
Which is 10 minutes.
You see red trees and leaves rushing past. You get the sense that Ilinar is fleeing.
Can I, blinking back and forth, can I try to draw a direction from, because we were in these ruins, so there might be some recognizable stonework?
He also can't have gone that far. He only had one turn.
Yeah.
It's a cape. I don't know. What
Also, it's a tree, and it's trees and forests. So I'm going to have you make a nature check for me
Okay. Let's give it a shot.
to see if you can recognize any of the trees or any.
trees and forests.
It was that tree.
It was
No, I'm
This
sure
maple.
it's that tree.
Nature check, pulling it down. It's 18.
18. You can just recognize the path that he is going on. He is running down the path that you guys had taken to come here, but at a pretty decent speed.
Okay. I'll just... He's fleeing that way! And I'll point down the path where
All right.
he's headed.
Oma.
I'm going to run 40 feet in that path.
Okay.
And this magic this blossoming of chaos energy that I have felt in my center, as I get to that 40 feet, I will drop to my knees and it explodes out of me. Just that entire blossoming of sorcery spell of like energy blossoms out, and Rulothin's psychic lance comes out one more time.
Okay.
It can go 120 feet.
Okay.
And I'm gonna yell, Elbor!
Let me see what's the math on that? Because
I ran 40 feet.
This is going to be close.
And then it's 120 more, so 160
60
total feet.
outward.
Oh, so 160
Well,
feet.
140 because I'm from my 40 feet forward. So from
okay.
the end,
Then his well.
I ran 40 feet towards him.
Oh, that's just within 15 feet of where he would be. As this beam shoots forward, you can't even see where it lands. It's just trees and everything in the way. Okay, what's that going to be? Is that going to be a?
It's a intelligence saving throw.
Oh
no, that's
nice.
That's a 5.
Yes.
Incapacitated.
Holy.
Okay.
Do you know that it hits?
Oh yeah.
Or if it hits?
It's psychic, right?
It's psychic. So I mean, that's up to you whether I can feel if it hits or not. I mean,
I'll say yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So that is 7d6.
And it also does a crap ton of damage.
For 21 points of psychic damage.
Okay.
And I'm going to start running in that direction.
Okay. You used your movement
You already did.
on that turn.
Sorry, yes.
So let me see. So you used your movement. Let me see. Okay, so incapacitated until the start of your next turn. Yes.
Yes.
Okay, Shreya. What are you doing?
I am going to attempt to drive that needle out of my shoulder, but I'm going to do it with as my staff glows pinkish, I'm going to touch it to that place, and the crystal's going to move in to try to remove that needle.
Okay.
And then go after it.
Okay, are you using your full speed?
Yes.
Okay, you would be able to get just within, actually, incapacitated. I'm going to have you make a perception check for me as you are flying through the forest.
That's a 14.
Okay, you are flying and you just are able to see Ilinar's shimmering form. And if you're using your full speed, you would just be able to get 10 feet away from him.
All right. So
I believe
that's all I can do. Okay. I'm within 10 feet.
What are you doing?
Going in the direction of everyone else, I'm going to go ahead and Misty Step first.
Okay.
So that puts me 30 feet in that direction.
Mhm.
And then if it takes the double dash to get there, then I'll do that.
Well, you are. Let's
I'll
do the
dash.
math because you are currently 110 feet away.
Okay, so that's 30 times 3, so 90.
90. Okay, so you are within 10 feet.
Okay, so I'm also within 10 feet, and I'm just ready
You
for
are
when
just
I get there.
there. Yes. Seeker.
I want to... Is Nessa unconscious?
She's
got
gone.
coined.
She's gone.
Yeah,
Oh, she's gone. She's gone.
To
She's
the,
gone.
to the hay
All right,
yeah.
so I'm going to reach into a pouch at my side and pull out some sand. And I am going to bend down and throw it at my feet and cast Longstrider on myself.
Okay.
And we can all move fast.
Yeah.
And
I'll go
I'm
fast.
going to go off in the direction that they just went. I'm going to use my action to go 40 feet, and then I'm going to dash, go another 40, and then I'm going to bonus action dash, go another 40 if I need to go that far.
Okay, you would be able to get within striking distance.
I can't strike, but I will be
okay.
right there.
Okay, yeah, you'd be right up on him. Flynn, what are you doing?
I'm just gonna. Seeing them run off, I know that I'm not as fast. Kellick's still here, right?
Yep.
I'll just run up to Kellick as they're going off to try and stop the other one. Where's Chath?
He got coined.
Is he okay?
I'll have to check on that in a minute. I think we should deal with what's in front of us.
Okay, all right, that's fine. And I'll start making my rest of my movement.
I'm
towards
sorry,
it.
Flynn.
We'll check on him.
All right, Kellick.
I'm going to run 30 feet in the direction of Ilinar.
Okay.
And then how far away am I at that point from him?
You would be 70 feet.
Okay. So I will...
You would be 75 feet.
Okay. So, can I see him from where I am?
No, there are too many trees.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
But he is like not invisible right now.
He's like shimmering invisibility. It's not perfect invisibility.
Oh, and he's a big old crab.
But he's a
anyway,
big old
right?
crab. Yeah.
Okay.
Big old metal crab.
Oh, man. Okay. That changes what I wanted to do, then I forgot it was a crab. I'll just burn my action to dash also and get with
Okay,
me.
so how far would that be?
An extra 30 feet.
Okay, so you would still be 40 feet away. Okay.
Yep. But I'm
Oma.
assuming by then I could see him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, within 40 feet you'd be able to see him.
Okay.
Oma.
My turn again. I will run and dash, so 80 feet forward.
You guys all get to him. He is incapacitated. What would you guys like to do?
If I get up there, I'll try and knock him out.
Nice.
Everyone, we should
Yeah.
tie him up.
He's
Right.
he's
There's
a
no
crab,
head.
though.
There's no head for you to bash. I mean, there's no.
I do have some.
How do we
some
tie
rope.
up a metal crab?
I don't know.
We could
I'm just gonna. We'll just
tie
do.
it.
Can we do damage to it until?
We beat the last one into submission. Just get
Yeah.
around him so he can't escape.
Yeah.
Flank it.
Eleanor, it's over.
Okay, I'm going to say we're out of combat.
Tie him up.
Yeah.
Take a couple legs. Let's just wrap it up.
Quick! Come on!
Yeah.
All right, and over the next couple of moments, all of you working together are able to tie up all of its legs as it, Oma, you can feel it sort of submit to what's happening as it is incapacitated, and it is currently bound. What would you all like to do?
I guess let's go back to the. We gotta get back to Hayfreed, so let's go back to the like
Circle.
the shack.
How are we gonna move
Yes.
this thing until it
just-
transforms back?
I can. How big is he? How large is the creature?
He's like, I think almost elephant.
All right. Well.
Okay.
Can we get a plank of wood and get him on a sled?
How
And let's
how
just
hurt does
drag
this
it.
thing look? Can we just knock it a few times and
You
have it
can
going?
keep hitting it if you want.
Yeah, I'll just
We
knock
set
it
to
a few
work.
times.
We
I'll
set
just-
to work it.
Yeah. So we just get to.
It's
work
metal,
on this
right? It's
thing.
metal. I'm gonna shocking grasp it. I have a cantrip of shocking
Okay.
grasp.
Okay. All right, and with a couple of shocking grasps, it transforms back into
And then we'll tie it up as a human, and we will carry it.
Yes.
Work, and we'll move on.
All right. You now have an unconscious Ilinar tied up.
Boy, this really makes the coins look a lot better. doesn't
Yeah,
it?
we get more of those for sure.
Ugh.
So you said chat's
Ugh.
okay?
I'll have to check up on him, Flynn. Why don't you see if there's any trace of Kaelin around?
Okay. And I'll do like a walk around the camp and see if I can find any traces of where she might be.
All right. Easy enough. You find her propped up behind one of the ruined
What?
one of the ruined
Right.
buildings.
I'll run up to her.
Okay.
And does she seem conscious, or is she knocked out?
She seems sort of in a semi-conscious state. Her eyes are wide open, but she's staring completely forward. Her arms and legs are bound behind her.
I'll just run up to her. Kaelin, it's so good to see you. Are you okay? I'll like get it to her eye level.
She stares beyond you.
Does she have anything on her mouth or anything?
No.
Kaelin, and I'll kind of lightly tap her face. It's me. It's Flynn. Nothing.
Nothing.
I'll try and like lift her up by the shoulders and help her stand. Come on, we gotta get out here,
She slumps back down.
guys.
I'm gonna come over. I'm gonna run over. Do I see the state she's in?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna go. I'm going to Ostenti Nobis. I'm gonna light my bandage up, and I'm gonna hold it in front of her eyes and see if she follows it.
Mm-mm. I'm gonna have you make a medicine or an Arcana check for me.
Okie dokie.
Would I be able to do an Arcana check as well? Or am I? It's up to you.
This
I
would
don't
be
know.
more. This would be more Calyx.
Sure, that's fine.
Well.
That is.
I mean, if you want to give him advantage.
I'm proficient in it. Can I?
Okay. yeah.
I'll give you advantage.
Sure, go
I'll
for
just
it.
give you advantage.
Okay. Perfect.
Yeah, I think there's something wrong. She's not looking. She's not moving.
Yeah. It's a 27.
Ooh.
27. It appears that there is some very simple charm upon her that is sort of keeping her in a lucid state.
But she's not sick or like poisoned or something?
No, it seems like a very like surface level charm.
She's all right then. Alatar was in a worse state.
Okay,
It's a simple charm.
we have to take her with us.
Yeah, we need to get to a safe place, Finn.
Yeah.
Chath said there were others. We don't know how many sentinels are out here hunting sentinels.
We got what we came for, and I'll put my hand on Kaylin's shoulder. Let's get back to Hayfried's.
I'll contact Hayfried on the way back to see if Chath's all right.
All right, good. Let's get out of here. Cecily, I need help.
Oh, okay. And I rush over and see if I'm assuming I can carry Caitlin pretty easily.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, for sure.
So this is my best friend. So gentle.
Okay.
Well, somebody else has to carry. We have another unconscious
Between
person.
Seeker and Shreya, maybe you can handle Ilnar.
We'll try.
Absolutely. Yes.
All right, I'll
We can
take
do this.
the shoulders. You take the legs.
Okay.
All right.
Sounds good.
I'll carry Caitlin.
Shreya,
princess style.
make a strength check for me. An
Absolutely.
athletics check.
Both or
Just an athletics check.
just the athletics. Okay. In that case, athletics. That is a 10.
You are not able to pick them up.
Can't lift.
How
How much can
Seeker
I-
seems fine.
Can I carry them alone?
No, you would probably need someone else.
About Flynn?
and Shreya both
Can
carry?
anyone else help me?
Can I
3
try
feet
with
tall.
my other arm?
Nah.
Can Shreya have one arm over and then the other arm goes over Seeker, so they both are holding half the weight? How heavy is this person?
Well,
Shreya, any weight that is put on you, you feel like you cannot lift it.
He's a
Yeah,
crab
I'm,
monster.
I'm also
Or
like
trans-
operating
He
at
transformed back to a human.
half. Like I'm at half hit points right now. I'm not as strong as I would be.
All right.
At full
I'll
capacity.
help. I have to also cast a spell. So, let me just get this other way, and then I'll
Check out Chath first.
I'll grab the tether, Jungis, and I will cast sending to speak to Hayfried. Hayfried, we sent a couple folks your way. One of them's a red dragonborn. Is he dead?
Do I hear this?
Yeah, he's right there.
What?
I got him here. Not sure yet.
Oh.
No.
Well, he knows that we sent them, so I'm
Is
sure.
he alive?
Well, then, I can't speak to that.
I'm getting as far away from Flynn as possible while holding Kaylin.
Let's go now. And I would start walking that way.
we should go. Yes. And
I almost
double
start
time it.
jogging.
Do we need a strength from him or?
I
You can.
roll my
Oh,
eyes
you're good.
as Flynn turns away, and I will get underneath the other arm of.
Same time.
Yeah, all right. Just a couple of saintly men carrying a near cadaver.
That is something I've never been called before.
Oh.
That's true.
Shreya, I'm going to have you make a constitution saving throw as you're heading back to Saddle Mount.
Fucking needles.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay.
Well, do I know it?
Okay. Who are carrying people? You got Kellic,
Meg.
Seeker.
Desalee, and Seeker. I'm going to have all of you make an athletics check for me.
Natural 20.
Nice.
Nice.
Well, half of us are operating 5.
17?
17. All right. Even though Seeker did not roll great, your movement speed is not hindered at all.
Seeing Seeker flagging, I'm just like, piety can pay off, you know. It really gives someone just a little bit of gusto.
This whole time I'm staying near Thessaly and making sure Caitlin's okay, and I'm checking in and making sure
I am
she's
not making any eye contact.
I didn't see it.
I know, but I feel guilty.
And we.
I'm gonna healing word myself one more time as we go, just because I'm just dragging on the way in.
Okay. Let me know what you roll on that.
I'm gonna take off my cloak.
Okay.
And drape it over Elinar's head.
Okay.
So that when we enter town, it doesn't look
You're
like
not just
we're
carrying bodies. Yeah.
dragging.
Can we also remove his cloak of invisibility from his person as we're doing
Sure.
this?
Yeah,
Nice.
I'll do
Good
that.
idea.
So I've taken the cloak of
You now have
invisibility
a cloak
and
of
I
invisibility.
put on my cloak on him.
Okay.
I want it back though.
So that was at third
Cloak.
level. That was for 18 points of healing.
You take
That-
9 points of healing.
Oh, 9.
Wait.
What?
All right, you now have a cloak of invisibility.
Okay, I've put. Actually, the cloak. Does it have to be activated by the user, or is it once the hood is up, are they invisible?
You need to be attuned to it, and bringing the hood up is what activates it.
But if I brought the hood up on Ilinar, would he go invisible?
Yes.
Okay, so I don't do that. I keep my cloak.
Okay.
And I just pop the hood up.
Yeah.
So that as they're holding him, he's invisible.
Okay.
So
good, yeah.
We just look like
We just awkward AF.
Leg day.
Yeah.
Am I
Weird.
am I able to tell why I'm not getting that full healing, or is there? Can I tune in?
Feel very good.
Do you still have
I just
a
feel
needle in
bad.
you? Does he still have a needle?
No.
No, I removed it. I removed everything. It's just okay. All right.
Residue or residual.
As you are heading back to Saddle Mount, you get about halfway there when all of a sudden you hear, where am I? Thusly, you feel a jerking around on your shoulder.
Kaylin.
Squeeze her too hard, but be like, oh, it's okay. Just
Let me down.
Don't.
Let me down now.
Set her down. Set her down.
Take your head off.
Kaylin, calm down.
I
It's
would
me.
like to see you try, but I drop her
me down.
unceremoniously.
And as soon as she's down, I will give her a big hug. Kaylin,
Get off of me. Get.
What?
Whoa.
It's me.
Hi.
Hi.
Wow, it's very nice to see you. Flynn.
Yeah, it's.
Um,
I missed you. You doing okay?
I'm doing fine. Flynn, what are you doing here? You should not be here.
We're saving you.
Okay, then we need to leave quick.
Yeah, we are.
I think we're already where we need to be.
No, Chath is right behind us.
No,
Oh,
no.
no.
No,
He's.
he's not.
We're going to where Chath is.
Why are we going to where Chath is?
Because we need to figure out what's going on.
He may
He's
be
in prison.
behind
He's in prison. It's
the
okay.
weave, so
He's
to
in
speak.
prison. So we're going to the prison.
Mhm.
It's been
I'm
a long
just-
time.
okay,
Let's
it's
just
so
finish
nice
up.
to
See you. It's so good to see you.
Let's
can't
keep
Yeah,
going.
it's
Let's
good
keep
to see
going.
you too.
Let's keep
Keep walking
going.
and we can.
Yeah, right.
We need to make good
Listen,
time.
we're gonna have to go back because apparently Chath is in trouble now, and I know he's doing some messed up stuff, but I feel like we might be able to get through to him, and let's just go back and see if we can talk sense into him.
I mean,
This
all
is
right.
always-
If you say that he's in prison, then
We have a lot to talk about,
okay.
but it's great to see you, and I'll hold her hand and just give it like a squeeze.
Could I just get untied first with that?
Oh, of course, and I'll
Thank you.
untie her. What was that before? Before you were not responsive. I was right there in front
We're
of you.
walking. We're walking.
I just
Come on,
a
take her.
pretty simple charm. I unfortunately,
Oh, okay.
after they sort of continued to try and charm me, and eventually I was weakened.
You're the best in the class.
I
You
think
couldn't
we
handle
should
it?
keep going. I'm afraid we should really.
Yeah, we'll talk when we
Keep
get
moving.
there. I'm glad you're okay.
This. Another to a feet.
I'll carry the hostage.
Thank you.
All right.
Oh, that's Ilinar, by the way. He's invisible.
Just like over her shoulder, an invisible body. Just like.
Good
We
thunk.
got them all. We're gonna figure out
Okay,
what's
we
going
got
on.
okay. All of them are okay.
Follow us.
Okay,
Well, the
good.
three that were with you, I don't know how many were among the
There were only
ranks.
3 that I saw.
All right.
That's good. That's good to know.
Chath said there were more.
Let's get home. Yeah.
Can we just
Go back to Saddle Mount. Keep on moving.
find
All right.
Towards the shack.
Yeah, towards the shack.
Okay.
Back to the
Shreya, I'm gonna have you make a Constitution saving throw.
gosh.
Can we see
This
if he's
this uncertain.
Speaking of for
That's a 9.
9. At this point, Shreya is visibly limping.
Are you okay?
I don't know. What?
Yeah, as you just see me
Ellen?
struggling.
Something's wrong.
Shreya,
It might be.
come here, lad.
I don't feel like myself.
Just put your arms on my shoulder. Let me steady you. I'm just gonna look at the wound on his shoulder
Mhm.
and see if he's healed it since
It's
then.
healed. Yeah,
Does
it's
it
fully
look-
healed over.
Doesn't look
Doesn't
like
look
there's any.
infected. No.
Can I see from the tone of his flesh, from the any like birds don't sweat. The way that his skin changed at all on his talons.
He seems a
Is there
little
anything
bit
around his eyes?
a little bit more pale.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Those needles were probably coated in some kind of poison, Shia.
Yeah.
It's odd that it would linger this long, though.
I hope it doesn't linger for much longer.
I'm gonna walk up next to Shreya and grab my chest and a sphere of it's very transparent, but it's purplish in hue. If you weren't looking for it, you probably wouldn't see it. The sphere will emanate from me. It has a 30-foot radius that basically anybody that ends a turn within it will gain 1d6 plus 2 temporary hit points. So I'm going to try and help buff him with a little bit of a divinity, channel divinity.
And
Shreya, with that, you don't feel any positive effects from that.
I don't know.
Kalen, seeing and recognizing Shreya and seeing that he is a little worse for wear, she begins to walk over and she sort of stops the rest of you from walking, actually, and moving forward. And she stops Shreya and she sort of takes his shoulders and sort of guides you down into a kneeling position as she also kneels down. And she starts almost doing, Kalik, what you recognize as like a basic wellness medical check. She starts like scanning both of his eyes, his pupils, turning his head either way, trying to just start to do a basic assessment. What are you doing?
Judging. Yeah, I took a look at him, all right? He's poisoned by whatever devious beast your friend here turned into.
What beast exactly did he turn into?
It was a big metal crustacean of some kind.
Give me one moment. And she reaches into her bag and she pulls out a book that is very similar to a book that Flynn has. And she starts flipping through it.
Bloody iron light.
It's resourceful.
Well, today the bloody iron light is going to save your friend.
Oh, from the magic that they imposed upon him. Wonderful.
Let's not.
Tremendous.
I can't take the fighting. I'm in so much pain.
It's okay.
I'm gonna
It's okay, Shreya. I'm gonna like sit next to Shreya and I'm just like petting his like shoulder and back on the opposite side that he's injured.
Okay.
I'm gonna just hold Spare the Dying on Shreya as I'm just watching the light in his eyes.
As Kaylin starts flipping through her book, she lands on a page and she starts scanning through it and all of her notes. And you can see a drawing of a creature that looks remarkably like the creature that you guys had fought before it turned invisible. And
Still icky.
but you can see she drew a little like size diagram next to it. And the one that she describes here is almost the size of a normal crab. Not nearly the size of the one that you guys had fought. And she starts scanning her notes. And you were attacked by one of these?
Yes, the needle of it pierced my flesh. In 2 places here.
Point to my leg.
And here.
Shoulder.
Okay. Okay. This is no regular poison. Shreya, your blood has been infected with a toxic metal that I'm afraid is going to be very difficult to get out. I'm sorry, and I mean no offense to anyone in the party here, but I don't believe any of you have the capabilities to get this out of his system.
They don't teach a toxic metal lecture.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Guys, I got poked with them too, but I don't feel anything. Do you know if I also have that?
Normally it is caused from a sustained period of this metal being
okay,
within
good.
you.
Yeah, no, they didn't stay inside of me.
Okay. If it was just a brief moment, normally not enough of it gets into your body in order for it to make any severe effects.
I'm sorry,
Shreya, I'm afraid that this isn't the case for you. I am afraid that now it is quite crucial that we continue moving towards Saddlemount and get there as quickly as possible. I have someone there who I know who might be able to help us with this.
I can try. I may need some help.
Yeah, of course.
I'll walk over and kind of put my arm around your back, your wing, and try and offer some support. Come on, friend.
Yes.
You can do this.
Okay.
As some of my limbs numb. Well, yeah, I'm not going to describe this. How is this progressing? What am I feeling now as it continues?
You feel a severe lack of energy, and anytime you move your muscles, they seem to ache. You begin to feel this sort of pounding sensation, this headache forming in the back of your head, and every movement you can feel your bones creaking.
I might not be able to cure it, but I reach my hand out and look to Shreya for permission.
I nod.
And I just want to see if lesser restoration helps with that at all.
Okay, you're casting lesser restoration?
Mm-hmm.
No, that does not have any effect.
Okay. I sigh and shake my head and keep walking.
And as we continue, you just hear. I'm almost nodding off here and there.
Keep talking to me, Shreya. It's okay. Tell me about the clouds.
Tito, is that you?
Tell me
Tito.
about the clouds.
No, it is me, Sika.
Tito, you're such a cute little... Oh.
And as you all begin to hastily move back to Saddlemount, eventually you get back to the edge of town. And as you are moving very hastily, you start darting in and out of buildings. And Kaylin takes you to what seems to be a more industrial side of the city. And you begin to see these metal pipes emerging from buildings, going into one building and out of another, a pipe made of copper, one made of steel. And you see all these metal pipes, and you see machines with turning gears attached to the outside of these buildings. You see steam and what appears to be this coal fog coming out of a lot of these machines. But after going throughout part of the city, Kaylin bursts into a shop, and you see the sign on the shop above the door. It says, "Grumbling Garden Grove, potions, plants, and oddities of all sorts."
Love that.
If Shreya were conscious, it feels like he'd love this place.
Potions.
Grumbling Garden Grove, potions, plants, and oddities of all sorts. And as soon as you get inside, you are overwhelmed with this thick air. You look inside and you can see the ceiling is completely coated with mushrooms and spores. You can see a little machine off in the corner that has gears turning and a bit of smoke puffing out of the back. And it has a rotating... three rotating platforms above it, all with different plants, and the plants seem to be moving their spores between one another, and this machine seems to be keeping them just at the perfect distance to where they can share spores and thrive with each other. You look and you can see a front counter, and you see what looks to be a mostly human woman there. You can see one of her arms is completely replaced with machine and cogs, and a very similar to actually what Thaddeus was made of, sort of a very similar sort of machine cog looking, and her other arm is completely made of vines with these little red flowers sprouting out from them. You look up and you see her eyes are covered in these two bright red flowers, and as she looks towards you, it's almost as though she's seeing through the center of these flowers.
Oh.
Welcome to the Grumbling Garden Grove. Plants, potions, and oddities of all sorts. How may I be of assistance? As she flares her long dress out and gives you a wide bow.
That's so cool.
I observe this with discomfort. this whole arraignment makes me visibly uncomfortable.
I'll bow, do like a little gentlemanly bow, and I'll look to Kaylin. Can she help?
Kaylin sort of pushes past everyone, says, Lyra, we have someone here who's been poisoned by this toxic metal. Would you be able to help? Let me take a look at this creature. Come, lay him down on the table. And she sort of gestures to her front counter.
I'll help move him over.
All right. And you get Shreya up on the table.
While this is happening, I have taken the cloak off of our invisible man so that he's not invisible anymore.
Okay.
So that and I have pocketed the cloak.
Okay. And you can see Lyra. She walks over to Shreya. And she reaches up to one of the flowers that's on her eyes. And she takes it off of her face. And you can see it is completely smooth. There is no eye underneath. As she takes the flower and she places it between her fingers, and she starts almost scanning Shreya up and down.
Am I cognizant of what she's doing at all?
You are completely in a dream state. You are in a fever dream right now.
Okay.
No.
This is worse than I have seen in some time. I have most of what I will be able to cure him with here. Unfortunately, there are 5 ingredients that I do not have. I'm sorry.
What
cannot help your
5
friend.
ingredients?
We can get them. We can get them. How long do we have?
We're tired but capable. Where do we need to go?
Looking at him, the amount of metal in his body, less than 24 hours.
Okay, but what do you need? Just tell us. We can do this.
And
We've done harder things. We've broken people out of prison, and we've done all sorts of things.
We don't need to tell people that.
She walks over to one of the walls, and you can see that there's this fungus that has been growing on the wall, and it almost looks like a massive clam. It's like this massive orange clam of a fungus. And she walks over, and she very gently wipes her hand across this fungus. As just like a clam, it opens up, and you can see a book inside. She reaches in, she grabs the book.
Oh.
She starts flipping through.
Could just use a shelf, but no so much.
I thought you liked
like
mushrooms.
In soup, Thessaly.
Well, excuse me.
Not as a cabinet.
Just seems impractical. That's all I'm
That's pretty
saying.
cool.
I mean, I guess if nobody else can open it, then it's a really secure. It's like a safe.
It's a good way to keep it safe.
You could just
I would never
burn
guess.
it with fire on that. I mean, that'd be the first thing you'd try.
Well, I could try, but I've never tried to burn
I'm just
a clam.
saying,
Don't
Can you
try.
burn clams?
Don't try to burn it with fire.
I could try.
Don't do it.
I am
do it.
going to require a cower cactus thorn, a myconid spore, a corpse flower, a treant totem, and a vial of shambling mound sap. I will keep him here. If you are able to acquire those ingredients, time is of the essence if you do not want to lose your friend.
Of course.
Okay, cower, cactus thorn, corpse flower, treant totem, vial of,
Gambling something?
shambling
mound.
sap. Mound sap?
Yes.
And what was the 5th?
Myconid spore.
We actually might have one more task if you can. I don't know if you have a potion or book that puts someone to sleep or for a bit, and I'll point over to Ilinar. It'd be a lot easier if he was just out for this. Or tied up.
I am not going to keep him here.
It's okay. We have 24 hours. We can take him back, and then we can go from there. We have to go back. Maybe Hayfried knows where all these items are.
Okay, so we'll just go back quick and then come back to Saddlemount?
It's
Well,
instantaneous.
If time is of the essence, then maybe Thessaly should just hang on to Ilinar as the person most
I
able
can
to
do that.
carry him,
Yeah, because I can.
wake
And
up
search
on
for
that.
something?
so she can just bonk him on the head.
There is also a reason I do not have any of these ingredients. They are difficult to come across. If you're going to start your journey, I would recommend immediately.
Kaylin, can you help? Hi, I'm Olma. I don't know if I've met you, but can you help
Hi.
us?
I believe so.
Yeah,
Yes.
just guard him, because, he's tied up right now, but
He saved my life. I'm hoping to return the favor. I will stay here.
I don't mean Shreya. I mean Ilinar, who's tied up. We need somebody to guard him.
I think I can take Eleanor.
It's hard to get the items. You don't know that you can take Ilinar.
Okay.
I can take care of them both.
Thank you.
If you each go and attempt to do this, I can take care of both of them.
Okay.
All right.
I mean, you don't really need to take care of Ilinar. Just make sure he didn't go anywhere.
I can do that.
Because we don't want to take care of him. We don't like him. He hurt.
No, of course.
He's the one who hurt Shreya.
We don't want to be malicious.
Do you have any recommendations for where to start looking?
There's not some sort of warehouse supplier you
Actually,
purchase these items from?
Do we have a
me-
distributor?
Maybe, I mean, the Banuk tribe, maybe they'd have these kinds of things in their
Give me one
warehouses.
moment, and I will be able to give you an approximate location. She walks over to the wall with the spores again, and she puts the flower back onto her eye. And she stands up next to the wall, and she sort of rubs and almost caresses the fungus on the wall.
Caresses.
And she puts her ear up to the fungus,
She's a little creepy.
and she sort of cups her hand against her mouth and begins whispering into the fungus.
Can't decide if I prefer the flowers on or eyes are off.
And she reaches over to another fungus and grabs a piece of paper. She extends it out, and you can see on it, there's a little map of Saddle Mount and the surrounding area. And as she's listening and whispering to this fungus, you can hear her, yes. Oh, up and to the north. Yes, I got that one. As she's marking down on the map several locations. Thank you. And she walks back to the rest of you, displays the map. I have been told that this is the approximate location where you can begin searching for all of these items.
The fungus on the wall told you this.
The fungus on the wall tells me much.
I want one of those. Can we have one of those?
No,
It's pretty interesting.
absolutely not.
Thank you for the map. We should maybe
We'll go outside. Yeah.
begin.
Okay.
We should split up.
Yeah,
Yes.
we should.
How many? There's 5.
There's 5 and there's 5 of us.
Right.
Olma,
The cactus thorn sounds kind of fun. Or the corpse flower also sounds like fun. So like whichever one you want me to take, I'll take.
I think I should probably handle corpse flower. It's kind of my wheelhouse.
Okay, can I take the thorn?
yes.
I guess I'll take the myconid spore then.
Right?
What else is the shambling
Tree-
mound? What?
tree and-
tree sap?
Tree and totem.
Shambling mound sap.
I can do this tree and totem thing.
That makes sense.
It leaves me with the shambling mound sap. Sounds delightful.
Just one vial.
Hey, quick question, Olma. Did you not take the cape from the
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, the reason I ask is all of us cannot hide as well as others, and maybe it might come in handy for some of us who, are not as good at being sneaky.
Who's not good at being sneaky?
I'm not good at being sneaky.
Yes.
But they'll still hear you even with an invisibility cloak on.
It would still give a
That's true.
Alma,
It would give a hand up.
someone just came into a very special belt with lightning coming from it. Maybe
I
it's a good idea to
understand.
share.
I get that it's sharing, but she shouldn't wear armor that makes so much noise if she's going to wear an invisibility cloak because it seems like it's useless.
I'll take it.
Are you wearing loud armor?
No.
Are you going to take off your loud, clangy stuff? Because
No, because that's how I
It
keep
makes-
from, getting bitten in half by a giant.
Maybe it'll help
weird
mitigate the
centipede things.
sound.
would it put her at advantage? Would it give her advantage
so.
on? Because you're at
Invisibility.
disadvantage.
No, it just makes you invisible, so it just helps
I'd
you.
probably have it just be a straight roll.
Yeah, because you're at disadvantage already.
Because I'm at
so you'd be
disadvantage
at-
right now, so it might give me.
So it would give you a straight roll instead of disadvantage.
Because they could hear something, but they wouldn't be able to.
They wouldn't be able to see it.
me,
Okay,
and they'd be
okay,
like,
okay,
What's that?
Okay.
Because even if they know where she is, they wouldn't be able to target her
Yeah.
with spells and shit.
I mean, I could take it, but I mean, it probably would help her still.
Olma, it is your choice. If
No,
you
it's
want to hold on
fine.
to it.
You carried him all the way here.
I'm sure Thessaly would be
Whatever.
happy to part with it on certain occasions, right, Thessaly?
Of course.
It could be
We're a
a
team
group
here.
cloak.
Yeah, we could
you know,
share it,
like for the
Yeah.
group.
like the belt.
And with that, we're going to end. We're going to call it right there. Thank you all so much for listening, and we can't wait to see you all again next week. Bye, nerds.
Hey, nerds, it's Shane. Thanks so much for listening. We really appreciate you being here. If you like what you're hearing, please give us a like, a rating, a review on whatever app you're using. Or if you feel particularly generous, go to a different app. Spotify, for example, you have to listen to a certain number of minutes before they even unlock the rating system. So if you want to do that and give us one of those sweet 5-star reviews, that would be super duper helpful. And we would be eternally grateful. On top of that, if you want to go to our YouTube page, we are actually closing in on 1,000 subscribers, which would be a huge benchmark for us. We are still quite early on our journey in this particular venture, if you'll pardon me for saying. With that, Thanks again, and we'll see you next week. Bye, nerds.